For this example, I'm going to use the Algonquin College Blackboard test question generator. This is the URL, and it's also in the slides. I like this generator because it allows you to create a sample question. So if I want to create one of several questions here, multiple choice, click OK, and it creates a simple multiple choice question in the format that it likes. So I'm going to call this A1, and now I'm going to generate the input to Blackboard. Click Generate Test Question, and it gives me two options for generating the Blackboard input. One is to download text file, which can be used to load a test into Blackboard. The other is to download a question pool, which will create a Blackboard zip file that can be imported to the test creation in Blackboard. I'm just going to load the text version. So I click Download Test Questions, and it creates an A1.txt file. I can go back to Blackboard now, and in the tests area, I can build a test or import a test. Import requires the Blackboard zip file format. In build test, however, I can start building a test, and I'll call it A1. Oops. Click Submit, and then it gives you the option to create a question, reuse a question, or upload a question. This is where you can upload a text file containing the question or questions. So I'll click that, and when I browse, I'm going to look into my Downloads area, click A1.txt, and click Open. When I submit it, it will take the Blackboard formatted text file and convert it into a test. And here you can see the little test that it created. Now, suppose I want to add some spice to this test and make it more interesting. You can do that by adding multimedia to your test. So I'm going to edit this test, and which of the following is a prime number? I'll just call it A1 for the name of the question. But suppose I want to add something perhaps for assistive learning, where I want to add a video where I'm asking the question in a video. There is a record from webcam. You can also insert images, and there are the usual mashups that you can do in Blackboard. Let's try a webcam input. If I click that, it brings up the webcam recorder. And if I click Record from Webcam, it brings up the record screen. Click Allow and close, and there's me. And I'm going to start recording now, and I'm simply going to say, which of the following is a prime number? Which of the following numbers is a prime number? When I click Upload, it's going to upload it into YouTube, actually, and it's going to create a little YouTube viewer. You can change the proportions here if you wanted to. But if I click Insert, now you see it's inserted a video box with some player controls. On some browsers, you see the actual video there. On others, like this one, you simply see the box. Okay, let me go down to the options for our question. Okay, question title. The first option, is the number 4. Now, supposing I wanted to add a mashup to that, I could add a Blackboard Collaborate voice authoring mashup, which has never worked for me, but I'll go ahead and show you how it goes. Click that, and it brings up a little title bar. Click Run. It's a Java application. Maybe that's why it didn't work for me. A1. And now if I click, which of the following is a prime number? Oops, I mean to say this number is number 4. And then click submit. Okay, it's added the mashup here, but if in fact I try to play it, it never plays very well for me. Supposing I want to add an image, all right? Well, we've lost the insert image icon for some reason. But don't despair. You can go into Google and right-click on an image and copy the image. Go back into Blackboard, and at that point, if I hit Control V, the image comes in, and I can resize it, and that's where it goes. Now for the last one, I'll just try adding a little HTML for the fun of it. So I will click HTML, and in the section that I just added, I'm going to add a href equals http://www.otc.edu, and I'll target blank, and go home. Go to the OTC homepage. Okay. Now when I update, you can see that there's actually a link in there. Okay, let's save this little test. We'll deploy it, and then we'll see what it looks like when we run it. So now I'm going to go to my lessons area, and I'll open lesson number 1, and I will add a test. I'll add the A1 test, and I'll click that and click submit. Okay, and I don't need to add any special things here. So now it's going to deploy that test, and we should see it at the bottom of the screen. And if I open it and begin the test, lo and behold, there's my ugly mug. Now, it's not talking because I've got my microphone plugged in. Here's the image, and here's the link to OTC. So that's how you can add multimedia to your test and make them a lot more interesting.